Legends, we are back in some Astra. All right, so I was asked, and which made this video impromptu about my team and how I exactly went about having the 90s. 'Cause I have a lot of 90s. Obviously, I got battle pass, so that helps. So I'm not gonna act like it doesn't. As you guys can see right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6. Yeah, 6. We don't Lucian and Adarise are 80 and 70 respectively. So what I did is I stopped at a point, and we're going to talk about that point right now. So essentially every day what you can actually do is you can min-max your time, because what's going to end up happening is, like what I showed in previous videos, you're simply going to run out of stamina. Even if you recharge, like I recharge like once or twice a day, and I don't really do like as much as I used to anymore. I used to do it like 5-6 times a day. I stopped doing that a couple of weeks ago, and it's just like 1 or 2 a day. So you want to pick a character. So obviously I'm picking Aurora because she's the one that I recently got up into that point. And what we're doing now is you want to go and you want to farm something that is going to take multiple routes to help you. So what I mean by that is farming skills, which is probably the last thing that you should be doing. Farming skills is going to do multiple things. And it also depends on how you're gearing your characters. If you're gearing your characters as in you're taking whatever available set piece that you can actually get, then this becomes a whole lot easier for you, and you're not worrying about if you're getting the 4 set or the 2 set or anything else like that. If you're worried about the 4 set, then that makes this a little bit longer, but this way makes you able to gear everybody relatively without going broke, basically. There's not a lot of stamina, there's not a lot of gold. This is actually easier, and you're not really going to be chasing after the perfect set piece all the damn time, because that's what you're gonna be doing, because there's not enough stamina to go for that. So with that said, you head in and you see what you actually need to farm. That sounded annoying. Let's go to this one. That's better. So we know we need Nightmare Essence. Now, Nightmare Essence drops in multiple nightmares, as you can see, in multiple places. It's not that hard to actually do. However, if you look over to the right, you also need Potion of Awakening. This also depends on where you're at in the skill progression. So follow me. This is where it becomes multitask and makes things easier for you, and you're actually farming multiple things at the same time. So you also notice that this is farmable in 2 places, unlike the previous is in all of them. So what you have to do from that point is you have to pick, okay, which one is going to be useful and which one is going to actually get me gear that I can use on another character. Bloodstain is going to be blood, limiting is water. And then you also have the off pieces, which Bloodstain is going to give you the attack set, which is the attack 4 set, which is just kind of like a generic, it's probably like your first gold gear type of set. It's also the first nightmare as well, which is the easiest to actually farm. So if you want to actually go ahead and you can actually farm both of these at the same time in Bloodstain Canyon, which is a really good. If you're in a guild, it makes it even faster. You guys can just spam through it in like 5-10 minutes, and then you're done with your stamina basically for the day, and you come back later and actually do that. You also get the pieces that you can actually go ahead and synthesize too, and makes things a whole lot easier as well. So me personally, what I need to actually do right now, because I'm picking up any set pieces, but also blood would be actually useful for the homie Leon, or if I ever get the LER, which is probably never going to happen. But well, it's going to happen eventually, but not anytime soon for me to worry about. You notice that we have the pieces right here that I was talking about. Here's the blood set right here, and here's the base Leamington Vagabond set, which is just kind of like, again, your like kids first set type of thing like that. So you could actually use that, but what this is actually going to do is, if you're one of those people who just want the particular set pieces, then you would come in here, which we're going to do right now because it doesn't take that long anyway because it's the first one. So for people who don't necessarily worry about the set pieces and then just are trying like just to get like the base set out there so you can just get some pieces, this method is for you because it's going to be the most cost efficient way to actually gear up your team. Let me get stupid full auto out of here. Change. All right, we'll change back in a second. Hi. Okay, bye. Also, make sure you're doing it on 8 if you can. Obviously, if you can't do 8 or you don't have anybody to play with, do 7. But this also works early game as well. Same process. And the only reason why I'm telling you to kind of like not ignore set pieces is that right now gold and stamina is really bad in this game. Like I've been saying it forever, and it's obvious that they ain't fixing it right now. So if we're going to continue to play this game, we have to kind of like adjust. And me adjusting is basically saying that I'm just not going to care about the set pieces and make things easier on myself and go after in slot each individual piece. Make sure I got the crit damage, make sure I got the ignore defense, make sure that it has the crit overall, the attack. If it's a healer piece, then you know you adjust. Why am I doing this the wrong way? I'm over here talking. Damn. You stay over it. What? That hit me from over there? Oh, that sucks. Okay, good night. Proc the shield really fast. This would have been over if I didn't fail and lose Anthea. Hold this hammer. Bye. All right. So now we have the pieces. Like I said, you get all these drops, and of course, farming it on 8. There's the potion of awakening that we need for her, and we use our hero shoes. Hopefully, we'll get one more. Now, again, like I said, you're just looking for pieces that are going to be usable. It doesn't necessarily matter if it's going to be like blood or the limited set. You just want usable pieces. This is stamina and what's that? Veda consumption? Reduced? Yeah, that's whatever. That's attack, base stat, meh. Crit damage, bam. We keep that because that might be a crit damage piece that you can put somewhere. It got lifesteal chance on it too. And Veda energy was not bad. Hopefully it'll turn into a attack or a crit or ignore defense. We looked at that already. Over here on this side, this got stamina. I'm ignoring that. Another crit damage piece again. They got a flat set on it. See, we'll lock this just in case the bottom 2 stats turn into something. And again, we're in here for the skill stuff, but we're picking up pieces that we can just literally put like anywhere because again, you're not really paying attention necessarily to actually getting the straight up like set pieces, the 4 set, anything like that. If you get 2 set, like two sets, like lamenting, and then maybe like some sinner or something like that, then you have a 2 set bonus. That's fine. That's your 4 set right there if you really want to care about that. But we ended up getting a 4 the potion of awakening, and then we were in here for the other one, but we didn't get it. But we did get some potion of flexibility. Yeah, we didn't get it. So we did get something that was useful, and you just come back in and do it again, or you go into lamenting. It just depends on whatever the character needs at that point. And yeah, so with that said, the last part of the thing that you witness, I hate that it puts me back in here after the nightmare. Just put me back in the world, not back in there. Is you want to pay attention to actually farming enchants. Now, enchants can just kind of like be random, but you can get them basically from running around in the world and in the nightmares as well. If one of those guys appears and starts yelling at you, basically, there's no right or wrong way of actually doing it, but you definitely want to get yourself a little bit of gold because you're gonna have to gamble. And I'm like straight up out of all of my really good ones, as you guys can see. Like I'm down to like the basic bees and that type of stuff, but you can actually get the purples on the blue stuff, as you see, like the heroic stuff and like that. So you just essentially have to gamble a little bit. It's going to cost you gold. There's really nothing else that I can really say to help you with that, and that's essentially what I am doing right now to kind of like help out when it comes to making it more efficient to actually gear these characters, so I can actually use more characters and kind of like have fun. So if we already have enough of this, I don't have enough of this, I'm assuming, so I'm gonna have to keep going in. And if you see you're at the point where you're close to being done, you can go ahead and maybe like go into Lamenting or go to a different character, but keep up the same type of thing and pay attention to what actually drops. All right, so we got more than enough of these. I'm just gonna do this. All right, it's the blue things I was looking for, not the purples. And all right, and then bam, which now leaves us, we still have to go in and like continue to keep farming the dungeon a little bit more, but we're at the point now of where we're almost done with it. And these are just all I've been saving. These, this is the same stuff that I haven't actually put characters up to skill level 10, but I'm doing it now because I don't really have anything else to do. I don't have any of the character that I want to build any further than this. So you see, we already did this, so we just need to go for this one and then this one, and then I'll move on to the next character, which is probably going to be Xanthia. I'll move on and put Xanthia up at 10 and then continue to keep farming pieces and try to get like the perfect pieces, and then maybe get a 2 set, maybe not, but that's the way that I'm progressing, and basically getting the stats out so I can hit like the 50% crit and then like 150 to 200% crit damage, and try to get somewhere between 40 to 50 on ignore defense if I can. That's really hard to do overall, but if you're just getting pieces and going after the slot pieces, it's a whole lot easier, trust me. So I know like giving up the 4 sets and the 2 sets like may not be something that people are comfortable with, but the way gold and stamina is right now, I'm very comfortable with it. So I'll catch you guys next video. Just a little bit of advice for you. You don't necessarily have to do that if you want to, gamble and go after the 2 and 4 sets and every, set, and you have to have that. You can, but it's going to take a long time and a lot of gold, and it's almost not even worth it the way that it's set up right now until we get more ways to actually farm gear and better ways to actually do stuff. You also can use the gear if the gear is not turning into anything. You can just break it down and then make new gear, and maybe you'll get the set piece that you want that way. So I will catch you guys later. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. The usual. Peace.